What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. I am back with another boutique boss video. Today's video is going to be about naming your online boutique. I have 5 tips that I use to help me in the process of naming my online boutique, and I am hoping that they will help you guys if you are having trouble naming your boutique. So let's just jump right into the first tip that I have for you. First of all, when you're thinking of a name for your business, it should be just as serious as you thinking of what product you need to sell or how you're going to handle your customer service. The name of your business is it's the backbone of your business. It's the foundation of your business, because the name is going to be on everything. When you start branding, you're going to have your name on your social media sites, on your bags, on your products. Whatever it is that you're going to be doing, you're going to brand your business with that name and that logo. So you want to take it very seriously. It is a very important process in building an online business, not just a boutique, but any type of business. When I first started mine, I was wrecking my brain to figure out what was I going to name it. I always wanted my boutique to have my name in it somewhere, but my name is really long. So I was like, yeah, nobody's probably going to remember my store if I give it my first name. So the first tip that I would say use is to write down the names that you've thought of, but don't write down all 2,500, okay? Because if you were anything like me, I had like so many names that I had thought of, so many inspirations I would get from being out, watching TV, whatever. And I was like, oh, that's a good name. Oh, that's a good name. So there were a lot of them at the end of the day when I thought about, well, what am I going to name? So the first tip is to write down at least 5, no more than 5, at least 5 names that you've thought of to name your business that you really would want your business name to be. Only 5, a lot more than 5 that you've thought of, but you're gonna have to take some time to narrow it down to 5. All right, that helped me a lot because I had about 25 names that I wanted to name my business, and obviously I couldn't use all of them, so I had to narrow it down to only 5 that I really wanted to name my business to, and just forget about all of the rest. Okay, so the first tip is to write down 5 strong names that you've thought of to name your business. Write them down. Tip number 2 would be to whatever names that you've written down, make sure that they are memorable. So when you're thinking of naming your business, you want to make sure that you're thinking of names that people can remember. I mean, don't you want people, when you tell a person the name of your boutique or what you do, you want them to remember the name of the business. So when they tell like their aunties, grandmas, sisters, cousins, brothers, or whatever, they'll be more likely to remember the name and be able to tell that information to that person, and that person can remember and tell it, honey, that's how you do it. A lot of stuff is word of mouth. So if you have this long name that nobody can remember by the time they walk out of your face, then it was absolutely pointless for you to even have that conversation with them. So for example, let's use the name Keisha Nicole Williams. Let's say our name is Keisha Nicole Williams, and Keisha Nicole Williams wants to open up an online hair store or whatever, and she names her business without a thought. She just says, I'm going to name my boutique Keisha Nicole Fab and Luxurious Extensions. Okay, that for one is a long ass name, okay? But I've seen it, and that again is not memorable. Like if you step to me and say Keisha Nicole Williams Fab and Luxurious Extensions, I'm not going to remember that by the time I walk out of your face. And then, oh yeah, some girl about her hair business. I'm not going to remember that name. So you have to make the business name memorable, because that is how people that's how people are able to tell other people about your business. Word of mouth is always have been the #1 marketing tool that we can use. So when you're passing out business cards or you're just talking to someone in conversation about your business, you want to make sure that it's something that they can remember. So in that example, maybe if I was Keisha Nicole Williams, I would shorten my name to maybe K Nicole Extensions or K Nicole Hair Boutique, or maybe Nikki K Hair Boutique. Like, those are memorable names. People can probably remember that versus, you know, that whole long name I said. See, I can't even remember, and I just so tip number 3 brings me to tip number 3, which is to make whatever business name that you create unique to you. Don't, and I say don't try to like go, you know, steal a name from somebody else's business because you like their name, and so you're gonna take the last part of their business name and then put a little bit, and then boom, you know, that's your. No, you need to really think about it. What you're gonna name it? Would you want to name your business the same thing as 100 other people? You know, obviously they didn't do their research. So make sure it's unique to who you are. Make sure that when you see that name, every time you brand that name, you say, this is a representation of me. This is my business. So make it unique to you. All right. Tip number 4 is to make it short, sweet, and simple. Don't try to come up with this elaborate name and this long name because you want to be so different. Trust me, you can be different with something a little shorter. Okay, just like the example I gave earlier, how Keisha Nicole Williams, you know, and the extensions, that was a long name, you know, but you can be unique and you can make it memorable even if you shorten it. Make it short and sweet where people can remember it, and also that it's unique to you. So make it short and sweet, y'all. That's all. That's tip number 4. Now, my last tip is a very important tip, and so if you have a pen and paper near you, make sure that you write this down. If you, excuse me, I will leave the link down below for you. My last tip is to make sure you search your business name that you are thinking to use. You need, the website is USTPO.com, and that stands for U.S. Patent Trademark Office. You need to put that name into that trademark, and it will search that name throughout the whole entire United States. If someone has already trademarked it, it'll let you know if the trademark is live or dead, meaning obvious reasons someone is actively using it, or is dead where someone is not actively using it. So make sure, this is very important, because you do not want to put in all of that work from the first 4 steps I just gave you, and then just to put it in the system and it's already trademarked. So I would say work with that website in lieu of you coming up with your names. So every time you think of a name that you really and bookmark it on your computer and your phone or whatever, and make sure that you put your name in that website that you're thinking about naming, to make sure that it's available. If you put it in and it comes in up no TSS found, then that means that it's no trademark electronic search system is not found in the search system, which means it is available for you to use. Okay, so that is very important. I will leave that website link down below so you can click and you can go ahead and start searching for the names that you've already come up with, to make sure that no one else has trademarked these names. You will be surprised as things that you think of and think that this was all you, this is all me, this is the name, and then you plug it in there and you're like, damn, somebody already got this name. You do not want to get sued by someone who has trademarked a name, a business name, because you're using it. They will sue you, because trademark means they own the rights to that name. Trademark means that they own the rights to that name. So if you turn around and use it and they have trademarked it and you use the exact same spelling, the exact same everything, they can sue you because you don't own the rights to that name. Okay, so you guys, make sure you go to that website. I hope these 5 tips help you in naming your business. And yeah, so I will see you guys in my next video, and I hope you guys had a wonderful Monday today, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.